Hi everyone, and welcome back to this course where we learn Fusion 360 together. In this video, I want to talk about dimensions. So I started a new file here by clicking the plus sign. You see, this is our old design that we did in the third lecture. And now I just started a new sketch. So let's go ahead and click new sketch or create sketch. By the way, we're always going to start here. So we create a sketch and I'm going to choose the same surface and I'm going to do the same rectangular this time. And let's just, this time just drag and drop here. And regardless of the dimension, I'm just going to click escape and this is my rectangle. And what I want to show you here, I want to show you how dimensions works. So you can see here, this here says sketch dimensions. Also, I can click this create menu and you can see my menu here is there's a create and there's a modify section. So it's kind of split into sections. And under create section here, if you go under the rectangular, by the way, we have like 2 point, 3 point, center. So how do you want to start the rectangular or how do you want to draw the rectangular? But what I want to show you again is dimensions. If you go down here, you can see sketch dimensions, or you can use the letter D. So let's go ahead and choose sketch dimension. You can choose it from this menu, or you can just click it here. If I click dimension here, you can see I can choose two lines. So this and this line, I'm clicking on them. And if I pull to the side, it automatically gives me the dimension and I can change it here. So you can see this is a 20 millimeters, but let me change it to 30, for example. So you can see my rectangular increased in size. The width of the rectangular increased to 30 because I just increased it. Now I can keep doing this. So let's say if I want to do this for here, I can do that. And instead of 50, I can do, let's say, let's do 100. So there. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to click escape just to exit. In addition to that, I want to show you how we can link dimensions together. So instead of having, let's say, 30 and 100, I'm going to draw another rectangular. I'm just going to do one here. And this is just a random rectangular. Now, what I'm going to do, instead of defining the dimension for this rectangular, I'm going to actually use the variables here. So if you notice, if I hover over this 100, it's going to say D2. So that's the dimension variable value. And we can use this to our advantage. And here, if we look at this 30, it's going to say D1, and that is the variable value. So let me go to this rectangular here and use the dimension again. I'm going to click this line, and you can see I can do the same thing. I can just type in a value. So I can, let's say, do 50, and that'll work. But that's not what I want to show you here. What if I click the 50 here, and instead, I'm going to try to change it to D1. So you can see it's going to pick up the D1 automatically from here. This 30 is D1. Or there's another way to do it, by the way. Let me try here. So I'm going to click this line, pull up here. And instead of typing something, I don't have to type anything. I can just click on this 100. If I just click it, it automatically type in D2 for me. And when I hit enter, this becomes 100. They kind of overlapped here. So hopefully you get the idea. Let me undo this. And by the way, you can do Control Z and that will undo. And instead of doing 100, I don't want them to overlap so you can see better. That's it. But let me click here and I'm going to try to adjust this to D1. So I'm going to click the 30. You can see it becomes D1 now because I clicked the 30 instead of the 100. And when I hit enter, this automatically reflects that D1 value. And guess what? If I change that D1, so check this out. I'm going to go to this 30 and I'm going to change it to 40. see what's going to happen to the other two. They automatically also get bigger. They automatically change to 40 because they are just a copy or linked to this original dimension, which is D1. That's how dimensions works, and we can use them to our advantages. Also, you can just hit D on the keyboard, and when you hit D, you can easily click, and then you can click one line and pull it on the side. That'll give you the dimension for that line. Or if you click two lines and then pull here, it'll give you the distance between them. So that's how dimension works. Hopefully, that makes sense. And I hope this was helpful. Just wanted to kind of show you how these works and how we can link them. So this is it for this quick video, and I will see you in the next one.